Hey guys, what's going on? I'm doing a review of last week's trades from NateBear Profit Surge Trader. I'm only able to do one of the trades because only one of them closed, so we basically pick two, so often you get two. Almost every single week actually, you get at least two trades. One's usually a bonus pick and one's like the main trade for that week. And so this is a really interesting one, and if you watch to the end you'll probably be able to get a trade idea for yourself from this particular trade going into next week. So it's definitely worth watching this video to the end, or at least the part where we talk about that. So here is the main article that I have on NateBear. I'm keeping a track record of all of his alerts, and I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check it out and go and read all about Nate himself. So he turned $37,000 into $2.7 million trading these types of patterns, which is really cool. You can get the best possible deal if you click here to purchase NateBear's Profit Surge Trader for a year. It's really, really good. It's a really low price. You'll be surprised how cheap it is. Usually people that are doing just even one or two contracts will pay for this in a week or so, no problem whatsoever. Obviously no guarantees, but so far it's been absolutely phenomenal for me and most of the other people that I've been talking to about this. So yeah, it's really cool. And they call it one ticker payouts because it's generally one stock that's traded every Monday for a month, but usually there's also bonus trades in there. And the most exciting thing is earnings season is basically coming up right now, and that's when most of the big companies report earnings, and that's what this strategy is all about, combining NateBear's TPS system with these earnings surges that are proven to come after surprise earnings from companies that are over-report or under-report and then go the other way, so downwards. So works both ways. So this has been an exciting service every Monday, a couple of trades. It's just enough to keep you going, but not too much to be like drinking from a fire hose, which some of these services can get. The live stream comes out 12 o'clock every Monday, so 12 noon Eastern time. It lasts about half an hour, but you also get the app and also email messages about what Nate's doing as well. Here's Nate right here. So it's worth going and checking out this whole video, well not video, whole record really is what it is. Because what I'm doing is every week I'm basically putting videos like the one that I'm doing now for what he's trading and how it worked out and things, so you can really see from somebody who's a member exactly how these trades go. People always ask what they are. Well, they're simple calls and puts, typically in the range of $2 to $4 roughly is what I've seen so far. You'll see what this week's was just in a minute. So the cool thing about this, and this is one example, it happened again this last week, was Target a few weeks ago. You can often just wait a little bit and get in at a much lower price than Nate. And that's one of the things that's unique to this service, is that you're not always chasing the guru, right? Which is actually very cool and very unusual in this industry. So I really like that about it. So you can go through, see all these different ones, the different orders, the ideas, the strategies and all this until we get to today's. And again, I'm only talking about one of the trades, and it's actually, of course, as usual, one that didn't work that well. Like, it still won and it still went really well, people were happy, but the actual bonus trade is doing far, far better, with people reporting 100% plus on that already. But I can't talk about that yet because it's not fair to people that haven't subscribed, because although it's moving, people might, say, hey, it wasn't a closed trade. That's not fair. So, this last Monday, one of the trades that was alerted that I traded was BURL, B-U-R-L. And basically, if we go to the chart right here in TradingView, the system is really simple, really straightforward. Basically, you have this idea where you've had this surprise earnings that's basically gapped up, and this happened back in November. And then you have like this grind upwards, and that's basically what Nate trades. But his entries and his exits are based on technical analysis as well, which makes it like you don't have to just buy it here and hold it to here, because that's risky, because sometimes they do collapse. So he's using this profit surge after earnings, but he's using the same squeeze, trend, all these different technical parts of his trading that he used to turn 37,000 into millions, in conjunction with this profit surge after earnings as well. So it's really cool. Look how beautiful this pattern is, though. You have this rising level of support, and you have this constant resistance right here. This looks ripe to break to the upside. Most people would agree that this looks like a beautiful, beautiful potential breakout pattern, and that's what he was playing. So if we zoom in a little bit, because this is on the 1 hour time frame, we can kind of see what Nate was looking at. And I think his entry was a little off. And so we got in on the 22nd, I think it was. Yep, 22nd. And this is what I'm meaning by you can often get either a quick win. So this was Monday 22nd around here, about noon was here. So where my cursor is right now is where we were able to get into this trade. And by the next morning it was gapping up above the 198 resistance line here. And some people just took that profit really quickly. However, a lot of times with these patterns it'll test it and then break down, and this one broke down and tested it and then came back up. So Nate actually got out up here on this test on Friday for his 20% gain, which isn't a very big move. However, the cool thing was, I liked the way he taught us how to not allow this fake out to cause us problems. So he set his stop to 190, but I have to close beneath 190, and it never actually got beneath it, and it certainly didn't close beneath it. But a few people might have freaked out without Nate's advice and would have closed this trade down here for a loss. But because of his guidance, we were able to hold this and come out with a 10 to 20% win on this trade. Now, the only reason he closed this, in my opinion, and he didn't say it exactly like this, is that it's nice to book weekly profits, right? This pattern could easily gap up and we could lose out tomorrow, right? Like on Monday. Or it might just kind of go sideways a bit and then break out. So you've always like got a second chance. So there's always this extra chance. So we're playing this pattern. It's ripe, but there's often you can double dip on it. You can see how you can, get these bounces. And so he kind of said that, I think. Let's check this out really quick. So he said on the entry, this is an example of an entry. You can see the lines he's drawn here in the squeeze. He does squeezes on different time frames and things, and basically what I was talking about there. And so he's basically saying it's a great chart, going long here, send out the chart, and he did. And so he entered at 476. I got a little bit lower than him. Some people got significantly lower, like in the high threes. And then they were sitting nice on big wins. And then he closed for 20% profit on a Friday. And this is where he says, BURL looks great here, and there's nothing wrong with keeping this trade. You could just keep it, just hold it. It's at that top line there, but it could easily break out above 200 and keep running. It's both time and an awesome chart, but in the interest of playing it safe ahead of the weekend, I'm going to go ahead and book the safe profits here. I may even reload this beauty on a dip Monday. Have a good weekend. I like this style because he took the safe play. Like, he booked 20% for his subscribers. More for the people that actually were kind of cunning and averaged in. I almost hesitated a little bit and missed it, and this rebound took off. I made 11%. I saw 20%, 50% people taking profits on this. So this was the BURL trade. I think it's a great example of what Nate is doing, taking these base wins. However, along with those base wins are also some huge wins like SMCI that I talked about in a previous video. I think we talked about that somewhere else. Just it's in that review, I guess, that I'll link in the description. But one of the things that's really important to me is, I'm talking to a lot of people in my Facebook group, and people are giving me some really good feedback like this. Rob saying just joined the service, taking 3 trades, all winners so far. Lon saying 3 for 3 winning trades. He won on BRUCL, MPC, AAAP. I did AAAP, I also won on that as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in any of my videos or blog yet, because there's a lot to keep up with, especially when I'm trying not to give away too much each week, but also keep people informed on how the service is going and how things are going with it. William Calloway says I'm 5 for 5, I'm loving it. Al Rosenblum says awesome, all winners to start 2024 with a wonderful SMCI bonus to close out last year. It was over 300%, and that's awesome. I think it went up to like 1,000%, but nobody's going to get that. So really good feedback coming in on the service as well. So that's really all I've got to say about this week. The last thing I want to mention is the live interview I'm doing. So I'm really getting this great opportunity to sit down with a guy, one of the few, who's managed to turn 37,000 into 2.7 million in 4 years, and basically ask him about his life story, how he did it. It's going to be a live chat, so you can see him here. We can talk to him live, type in his questions, and we'll answer. It's live in 2 days from now, so January 31st at 2 p.m. Central Time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And so the best way to make sure you don't miss this is to come to the page. I'll put a link in the description. Hit the notify me button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that your notifications are on. I'll also send out emails and in the Discord and Facebook group as well, just so that you guys can make sure you get part of this as well. But this is going to be awesome. So if you have any questions prior to the interview, you can always ask them during the interview. It's going to be very, very casual. I have some questions for him. I really want to learn from this guy. I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So given his new service, the Profit Surge Trader, and how well it's doing and how well I've seen him do in the past, I really want to make sure that I talk to this guy and I get some golden nuggets from him about how to buy options in a way that is sustainable, consistent, and extremely profitable. And I think that's what we all want, right? And so I would highly encourage you to jump on this limited time deal. They've dropped the price recently dramatically for a whole year, and it's the link in this blog post right here up the top. So click here, and basically you get a whole year of Nate's Profit Surge Trader, and I've never seen anything like it. So I'm really excited. Hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully these videos where I talk about his trades and my experiences with his trades and show you the pattern and show you what he's doing will help you make a decision on whether you want to jump on the bandwagon and follow this guy. On top of all this, if you purchase through my referral link, which is the link that I'm talking about right here, and then email me with some sort of evidence that you purchased, right, I'll actually invite you to the private Discord that I'm running, which has quite a few other people that have Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader. All of them verified purchasers, so nobody's actually giving away the trades or anything. I want to make sure everybody's an actual member, but we can talk about what people are doing, and sometimes it can help to get other people's opinions, because Nate's not there every day to hold your hand during a volatile trade, right? And sometimes it helps to have a community to help with that. So if you do that, just let me know by sending me an email with a screenshot of your dashboard login or your confirmation email or something, so that I can then invite you to the Discord group. And so I'll leave my email in the description below as well, and you can come and check that out. Alright guys, hope you're having a good Sunday, and I hope you have a really good trading week. I think it'll get off to a good start if you sign up ASAP for Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader as well. Alright guys, talk to you soon.